well, Jesse Reed and Hamish Smythe, and that's with an M, right? But everybody knew that. But more importantly, I don't know, you guys have like, it's a manual for when they built the subway and for the graphics, a graphic manual. It looks like an industrial book that you now made an international bestseller, raised over, $750,000 on it. And you copied the whole thing. That's what I.
Yeah, I feel a little guilty.
Yeah. You plagiarize. That's what I do. I took government documents, plagiarize them, and make a lot of money.
We have permission.
Oh, you have permission. Well, that's incredible. But I mean, it is important work. I mean, this is. The signs and how they develop the signs to get us in the most complicated subway system in the world. That's no longer complicated, is it?
Yeah, it is amazing. We're pretty shocked as to why people would be interested in this. As graphic designers, we know why we're interested in this because it's interesting to our profession. But I think we've sort of tapped into the New Yorkers' love of the subway, and perhaps the more mainstream, market.
Well, can you tell how many are from New York? How many sales now? You got about 6,000-7,000 sales already. So, I mean, what percentage of that are New Yorkers? I mean, is it 90% or maybe?
Yeah, we can't tell how many are from New York. We can see how many are from the U.S., from Europe, different parts of the world. So that's still pretty interesting. I mean, the majority is from the U.S., but once we get all the addresses in to start sending out the books, then
you'll be able to tell, right?
It will be interesting to see, what the percentage of New York City people versus the rest of the country.
But now, in $750,000, I mean, that's a big jackpot. It sounds like to me. And did you have like a marketing company or a big PR firm help you and stuff like that?
We had a lot of help from a startup, a small company called Van Alexandra. It's vanalexandra.com. And they're a small company in New York run by a woman, Alex Daly. And she manages Kickstarter campaigns.
I see.
Yeah.
Has a history in film and fundraising. And they did an amazing job working with us to write press releases, tweet at people, get the word out on Twitter. And they also sort of help us message people on Kickstarter. We get a lot of messages from people, how do I enter my address, that sort of thing. with that help, for sure.
Yeah. But what's great is, talking about like advertising and marketing, we didn't take out ads anywhere. We paid for advertising. So the fact that we really did all of this through a real push of, social media, word of mouth, and really contacting specific people in the beginning that we thought would be interested, and then they kind of, it goes on from there, is a really kind of the key that got us to so many different outlets.
So originally you were hoping for $100,000, and that would get you down the road. You needed to print 500 or 1,000, and it's going to be printed in Italy. I mean, that sounds sexy, man.
Exactly.
For a manual that's printed in Italy.
Italy's sort of known as the finest art book printing.
Yeah, that's what I think.
We wanted to print there for sure, but it's also nice because Massimo Vignelli, the designer of the manual, is Italian. So,
and the company that he worked for when he designed this, him and Bob Norder, they had a Milan office, and it's very international.
I see.
So I think it's right just to kind of tie in, not just doing everything in the U.S. for the sake of doing it, really, finding these different sources all around the world to help put this book together.
Have it more organic or more authentic or whatever.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Is he still alive or what?
Actually, he passed away only months ago.
Really? So he knew this was coming anyway, huh?
Well, we didn't time this with that, obviously.
No, we made the website, putting all these images online about 2 years ago, and it really just got up to this point, 6 months ago or however long it was that we started to really float the idea of making a book. And unfortunately, he passed away a few months ago. He probably knew about the website that we did, but it's too bad he won't be able to see the book. But we've talked with his children, and they're very, son and daughter, and they're very supportive.
Oh, wonderful! Right. Well, he's carrying his life on now, and
he was always big on education and design education. So his son Luca thinks that he would have been very happy with this project. Yeah.
Well, it's so great for you guys doing this and really educating us about design, which we all need. We all appreciate it so much, and I don't know why the average person doesn't seem to get into it more and realize, or even demand it. Yeah.
So we ask ourselves every day.
Yeah. But you guys get all the fun at it because you're doing it. See. Yeah. So you have a chance to be involved in it every day, and the rest of us. You know, I mean, I just think it makes your life so much better if you're surrounded by things of beauty and designed well and feels better. And
to find an object or a publication or a book that has been considered by somebody, it's a beautiful thing, you know. Yeah. To pick up a pen that is beautifully designed, and to know that somebody spent probably months, you know, crafting that pen it's a good feeling.
But that's what's so great about this manual is that people maybe didn't realize before that every single day, all day long, they're surrounded by this amazingly designed piece of work that they thought was just, you know, put up by some engineer or some sign maker. But these things were so considered, even down to each individual letter that was considered to be, you know, designed. And so people are surrounded by really great design a lot more than they probably.
Yeah, well, we don't appreciate, you know, or take the time to appreciate. It's sort of like a good mate. You know, sometimes you don't take the time to appreciate your mate.
Exactly.
And how much they're really doing for you in life. So that's what's so nice. I mean, you guys are stopping us in our dead tracks and say, hey, look at this, it's great. These people spent so much time figuring this out, and you take it for granted every day. Yeah. So thank you for making our life more special, and it's great to see work like this, and it's great to see people like that get honored with real money, man. So actually, to find the book, so go to Kickstarter, and the Standards Manual, that's plural for the Standards Manual, and get it on Kickstarter while it's still there, and it'll be there for a while. And then it'll be coming from Italy, and great, you'll have it for Christmas, you know, in Italy.
It ends on October 10, so I think as of this recording, there's 12 days to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, even if it's not, they'll find you after that day because this will be up for a while. Great. Well, thank you guys, and I'll send you some colorful shirts. So.
Oh, I love it.
Thanks for having us.
Take care. Thank you.
Take care.